Hi everybody, my name is Juan Uquillas, and for my audience today we have Michelle Uquillas, Andrea,
Hi.
Steve,
Hi.
and Martha.
Hi.
So before we begin, I want to ask everybody over here, who knows what social media is, and if anybody can give me an example?
Facebook and Instagram.
Twitter?
Alright, that's cool. Well, today we're going to talk about social media as a marketing tool for hospitality management, especially. And so, what would I'm going to ask you this question: what would a world be without social media today? And would we even be able to find different places, or let's say we're trying to find where to eat today? What's the first thing we do? Somebody?
Google it.
Exactly. We're constantly using technologies to find people. Right now, we're using Travelocity or Expedia or different sources to. Everything is over the internet. So, what we're gonna see today is how social media is actually the best marketing tool for a business, and especially right now for a hospitality business. So some people would agree that social media is overrated, yet few actually agree that is probably the most important and the best tool right now for a business, especially for the marketing branch. Um, as whatis.com defines it, social media is the collective of online communication channels decided to community-based input, interaction, content sharing, and collaboration. What this means is that it's basically a database that grabs different sources and allows us to use those sources to get to the information. And so how is this impacting the marketing branch of a business? Well, as many of us know, marketing is defined as businessdictionary.com says, is the management process through which goods and services are moved from concept to the customer. So the good or service is presented to the customer. Social media marketing is now considered one of the best, or probably the best and most effective source of marketing due to vast number of platforms, popularity, and the easiness and effectiveness that it provides. So first of all, let's talk about what is a platform and how are these helpful and how these are used. As we talked about it before, a platform, you guys mentioned them: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr. There's a bunch of these, and what social media marketing is trying to tell us is that through these sources, we're able to get this new concept of marketing. A platform is basically defined as an application or a technology used to ease the reach to social media. These platforms are communication channels, as what is defines it. There's this quote that Barry Van Hook, in his book Jab, 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 Right Hook, talks about. It says almost everyone around you has a smartphone in his or her possession, and if not a phone, then a tablet. And I was wondering, probably everybody over here has a phone or tablet, right?
Or both.
Or both, exactly. So this is how amazing this social media marketing, and it's gonna take us to our next point, our second point, in which the popularity of this social media. Everybody has it, and we're gonna read about some facts that we are actually gonna be presented right now. It's that, for example, Facebook right now for 2015, the second semester, we have 1.49 billion subscriptions monthly, and it's just unbelievable how many people are actually connected to these different platforms that we have of social media. According to this book, Jab, Jab, Right Hook, of Gary, there are around 325 million mobile subscriptions online only in the United States. This proves this vast popularity and this amazing connection that everybody right now is using social media, not explicitly for marketing, but they're constantly using. And I bet right now babies are born with social media and they're born with smartphones and tablets and technology as a whole. So this is eventually going to take us to the third point, but before we go there, I just want to give you some facts. Twitter, right now, 304 million subscriptions in 2015 each month. Before we go any further, subscriptions are basically the login over the past 30 days. People logged in at least every 30 days. That's a subscription. Whenever we have a subscription, is that people go in there, they logged in in a period of time of at least 30 days. So in at least 30 days, there's a bunch of subscriptions in different platforms. As in Pinterest right now, 447 million monthly active users. Again, this is a fact from 2015. And then we have the least popular platforms such as Instagram, Tumblr, which I actually didn't find information for 2015, but in 2014, Instagram had 300 million monthly active users, and Tumblr had 17.1 million users. Even though some of these numbers as individuals may sound a little bit short, if we add all these up, we get this huge number of people that are actually constantly using social media. So after we talk about this popularity, and we're going to see and focus about the easiness and the effectiveness this actually provides for us. So as I talked about earlier before, people are not born with social media and technology. I believe whenever we're in a business, we have to teach our employees how to market and use different, I don't know, let's say TVs, ads, or any other different type of marketing that doesn't involve social media has to be taught before they actually apply it. Today, social media is something that comes with the employee. It's something that they use every single day. So this is a resource that not only wastes less time, but wastes less money because you don't actually need to teach it. And everybody knows how to use it. The labor cost, as I told you before, it's going to be lower. We don't need to teach them. Gary talks about in his book about the perfect boxing social media provides. Perfect boxing, and this is what he's trying to teach us, is that there's a right hook and there's jabs. Whenever we have jabs, you're constantly like shaping your competitor until you reach that point which you know what's your right hook. Social media is the perfect way in which you can actually show your customers that you're not interested only in selling, but you're interested in them. You're interested in what they want and what they're looking for that second. Could be the temperature, could be anything actually. So by the use of social media, and I'm going to give you an example, let's say in Facebook right now, we go in there, we're selling shoes, but instead of saying, buy these shoes 70% off, that's a right hook right there. Instead of doing that, you just go in there and say, what a beautiful day today is, 70 degrees, and that's it. People are going to be noticing you, that you're interested in their lives rather than selling them. And eventually, once you do a bunch of jabs, you get that right hook. It's probably, that's why it's the best method right now for marketing. All these factors and platforms affect and guide us to our conclusion. Although there are countless of ways in which a business can actually do social media, can do a successful marketing plan, social media, as Barry Van Hock tells in his book, social media sells shit. It's vast numbers of platforms, and the majority of people in the world actually know about it, and they're born with it, and it's easy to use. It's just the perfect fit. And everybody knows how to use them. They're engaging, and Barry Van Hook talks about in his book about telling a story, and this is something that's very important, and especially for the hospitality branch of a business. If you tell a story, you're not selling, but you're telling a story. The platforms and the social media allows you to give those jabs, to tell the story, to tell who you are and who you're interested in, and show them that you're interested in, and that's the way you get that connection with your customer to eventually sell. Finally, I want to say that I want to thank everybody for being here, and if we have any questions or comments, concerns, please let me know.
I believe that social media is a very effective way to sell. Your points are very valid, but I believe that one of the reasons is that it's so instantaneous. You can communicate with your customers at the moment, like for example, especially in hospitality. If your resort's in the Caribbean and it's a nice day, you can tell your customers it's a nice day, the weather is nice. Please come out and join us, and it's very enthusiastic to be able to do that, and that has happened to me. Like I've seen a post that like it reminds customers that you're there. They can go to you at that moment. It's a very effective way to have communications with your customers, especially since they can comment and communicate with the provider as well. So I think that's a very valid point to make.
It's an excellent thing you're actually pointing out right now. Everybody can do social media marketing. As you point out, if you go to a restaurant, you like the food, you take a picture, you put it on Pinterest, you put it on Instagram, you put it on Facebook. That's marketing. That's free marketing a company is able to get, as well as bad marketing that's going to happen. But that also gives you the opportunity whenever you see a bad to fix that problem right there immediately. If we don't have this social media, we won't be able to to solve the problem as fast as possible, and a lot of people get that bad feedback from your business, and eventually would know because you're out of business. Right now with social media, you know that instant, oh, this is wrong, I'll fix it right away. So that's a very good point you point out. Anything else we can talk about right now?
No.
All right, thank you so much.